Seven Sheds Brewery. We're up in Railton, 300 kilometres north. An hour from Cradle Mountain, 30 minutes from Devonport, 20 minutes from Paradise. We've got a set of doors open 5 days a week. Many of you know who visited. If you haven't visited yet, please do so and have a look at our hop garden. The beer you have first up is our summer Saison. I don't know what it is about Saison, but seems to get people very excited. And I'm pretty excited about it. But you know, this beer's been 3 years in the making. Why do I keep cutting out? Every time. Every time. So, thanks, Al. Thanks, 3 years ago, we did a couple of pilot brews at Saison. At the time, somebody like Kevin Hunter was a brewer with me. And I wasn't really very happy with any of them. And unfortunately, at the same time, another Tasmanian craft brew who shall remain nameless, but it's Moo Brew. We're about to launch their own Saison, so I thought, oh bugger it, you know, we'll just short this. And for the first time ever in 6.5 years, we closed the doors of Seven Sheds in August, my partner Catherine and I, and we went overseas and we spent 2 weeks in Belgium. And we did taste some Saisons, but you know, well, we were in the Flanders, the Flemish-speaking part, where I reckon the best beers are. And Saisons come from the Walloon region, the French-speaking region. So the only time we came across them was when we went to specialty beer bars. And there was one that I particularly, well, one that I tried, it was Saison de Pipe, which is from one of the only steam-powered breweries in the world. And they spice it with ginger and pepper. So it was quite a cool idea. Anyway, we came back and the history of Saison, if you read it, is, and everyone's got a different version, but it seems to me that Saison was a beer made by farmhouse breweries with whatever grains were left over in the store, whatever grains they hadn't eaten or sold that they grew on the farm. So they threw up a beer, and because it was a bit dodgy, perhaps, they would chuck in some spices. And the beer was made for, as I understand it, the harvest workers, the people that came in autumn, summer, as itinerant workers to harvest whatever the farm grew. So the deal in those days, I suppose, you didn't pay these people very much, but you had to feed and water them. And the watering was by way of a Saison beer. Anyway, I'm getting carried away as I normally do. So what grains are in our backyard? Well, we have got the Kindred Organic Farm up the road from us growing organic spelt and organic oats, and both of those are in this, along with malted barley. Spelt, as I've learned, it's an ancient form of wheat, maybe the original form of wheat. It looks like barley, it's an incredibly hard grain. It's very difficult to put through the mill. We had to put it through twice. And it's not contributing any fermentable sugars to this, it's only the body. But people say that people who are gluten intolerant or have wheat intolerances can actually, some of them can actually eat spelt. So there's something about these original grains that you know, we're now calling superfood or something stupid. But it's great that we're rediscovering some of the original things that have evolved and morphed into things that probably don't taste any better than an original thing, but they're just easier to handle, or they look better, or something. So that's my version of spelt. So we did that, and we want to chuck in a couple of secret spices. So there's some ginger in this, which I reckon you can pick up. There's actually 5 kilos of very fresh ginger, which we blended, juiced, and dumped in the kettle. And I wanted to use lemongrass. But at the time we brewed this, about a month ago, it was out of season. So lemongrass is grown over summer. But I managed to round up some lemongrass from various Asian groceries and freeze it. And I didn't think there was enough lemongrass flavour in there, so we backed it up with a bit of lemon zest. So those are the secret things in there. It's 6% alcohol. It's designed as a
name is. We couldn't think of a better name, Summer Saison. We're going to be serving it at the Taste of Tasmania, down in the big shed. But we've leaked a couple of kegs to the New Sydney, and we might have to leak a couple more down here just to keep everyone interested. And I'd love to hear your feedback about this beer because it's quite different to anything we've ever made. And I thought it went very well with that ginger glazed ham. Wake up. Alright, so, very quiet mob tonight. Everyone is yelling and carrying on and swearing. We're all eating, that's right. And I'm not. Okay, thank you very much. And hope you enjoy the Summer Saison.